We live? Well, let's do it. DEG. Granddaughter. 430 in the building. Yeah. Big game, we talk that. Made a path, we walk that. Skills max, streets got a bag, that's a real win. Never lost that, this dead end gaming. You know how we do. BZ and the granddad. That's player one, that's player two. News, we gon' talk about it. Review, we gon' talk about it. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, we gon' talk about it. Can't forget that PC. Best around this web B. Special guest from 9/11 right up out that family tree. We got it. Sonic's traveling real fast. Leveled up, but we the final boss. No one else to go with this podcast. It's dead end gaming. Finna hit the mark. On point like the sharpest dart. If you tuned in, just know you smart. Press start.
You know what it is. What's good, everybody? What up, though, man? This is your boy, BZ430. You are listening to Dead End Gaming. Of course, this is our podcast week, so we got a lot of stuff we got to talk about. But, of course, I'm not doing this by myself. Got the homie, the OG, triple OG, Kango OG himself, Granddad Willie.
Granddaughter, 1,000 hours. Way throughout now. I hurt my back, y'all. I'll tell you about it in a second.
This man hurt his back. This man is.
I'm living up to my moniker every day.
This man got Flexall, icy hot, all that stuff going.
Bro, I got a big ass pain patch on my back.
Being gay, this man is just.
I'm
this
here,
man
though.
is just hurting, man. This man is. You here? We glad you made it. Yeah, this is episode 219. Man, 219. I was just thinking about that. Like, man, 219 episodes, man. That's freaking wild. That's wild. That's wild. That's a lot of damn episodes, man. But as always, appreciate y'all. This is part one of you know, where you listen to podcast every Fridays. You know, make sure you tune in, or Tuesday nights right now, 8 p.m. every Tuesday nights. Make sure twitch.tv/deadendgaming ATL. So if you're watching us live, welcome. But if you listen to us, this is part one. So of course, in this one, we are going to be talking about the Gamescom recap, which is a lot of goodies that they were showing us. The Sonic 3 trailer. You know, the big numbers that Black Myth Wukong is doing right now and continue to do. Some Street Fighter 6 announcements and some more crazy announcements going on in the gaming world, man. It was a lot happening these last week and a half in the gaming world, man. So I'm glad we here to talk about this today. But yeah, man, anything you want to tell shout out to the people real quick, Granddad?
Oh, you know, just shout out to everybody. Yeah, you know, we out here. Like I said, I hurt my back, y'all. I was long story short, I was making my bed, pulled a muscle, sneezed, pulled it worse.
That's how it starts.
That's it.
That's how it starts,
we old out here. But you know what? You know what? I'm still a real nigga.
Bro, that's how it starts, man. Hey. It's been times I do something and I'll be like, ow, what? A simple move, I might be reaching up to get something from the cabinet, and I'll be like, I strain a muscle in my shoulder and it be hurting for like 2 days. I'm like, bro, what is happening here?
I'm telling you.
So I'm like, this is what getting older means? Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. It's crazy out here. So
but we still young at heart.
Man, I guess
we still young at heart.
Yeah, we still young at heart.
We out here. But yeah, you know what? But guess what? Within that, I was able actually to play a game. You know, so I'm gonna start because I only played one game, but I played a game that matters. I played the game that the streets is talking about.
This man had a time to play.
I don't know. I was late in the
This man had time to play a game.
I was laid up.
Wow.
For a little bit.
Wow. What you been playing, bro?
You already fucking know what time it is. Son Wukong is in the building, brother. Black Myth Wukong is in them streets, and it is taking everybody cookies. God damn it. And I'm loving it. Yo. I started Black Myth Wukong, y'all. It started off, I got through the opening segment. Let me tell you something right now. Remember when I was saying this game gonna be that game? Remember when I was saying, like, look, B was scared. I wasn't. I wasn't scared. I was
at first.
At first, B was scared. I was never scared. Bone Crusher said. I'm gonna tell you right now, this shit is amazing. From the opening, this is the opening sequence of the game. The visuals, Sun Wukong's energy, his wit. I love his character. We starting off with boss battle fights. Crazy. Okay. You know, I'm getting my feel. Coming in, boom, boom, boom. You know, weaves. Look, I'm telling you.
You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom.
Bro, I already know. Like, if this is how we starting off this game, I already know we in for some shit. And I've seen little clips of the other boss fights and the worlds and stuff like that. Like I said, this is just off rip, bro. Off the rip. All right. And first of all, this motherfucker right here, I can't wait. I can't remember his name because he got a long ass, weird ass name. But basically, he the op. I don't fuck with him, and he put up a fight. I ain't gonna hold you.
I have a feeling we're gonna fight him again. We're gonna fight him
again. Over. It just started.
I have a feeling.
It just started, especially how this fight ended. Oh, we got to get the run back. You know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but, yeah. I have a feeling that this is not over.
Yeah, but so playing the game, it's easy. You know, like I said, the attacks, it seems smooth. I like the dodging mechanics. I just love the animations. You know, that comes with the attacks. Like this, the power. Like again, like I said, this is like using the power pole from Dragon Ball Z. But this is where it came from. But then you got the And I didn't realize. So I was fighting them for a minute before I realized that you had the bonus attacks. I was just so engaged in just seeing what I was seeing and
just fighting.
But yeah, like, and I love the inside cutscenes between the fight that builds the story. Like I can tell this is going to be a very heavily story driven game. But the action is there. And Portico said it right here in the chat. He says like a mixture between Dark Souls and God of War. I'm not big on Souls games. You already know that. But I did get the God of War feels. But also
and see the comparison I was seeing was Sekiro and God of War. Like they put God of War in there, but they was also saying Sekiro. That's what made me scared. When I started seeing those comparisons, I was like, okay, you got me with God of War, but when you said Sekiro, I had PTSD. I had PTSD for a second. I did. I really did. So that's what made me kind of hesitant of getting the game, was hearing that. But the God of War, I definitely see that. I can definitely see, the fighting and all, man. Yeah, bro. I'm with you. I'm with you.
This is a don't open a sequence, y'all. Like, we ain't gonna watch the whole thing. I don't want to spoil too much if you ain't played it yet. But I'm gonna tell you right now, game is fire. I'm loving it, and I'm look. My backlog is crazy, but this is just leapfrog to number one spot. I gotta do it. Look, I gotta do it. But yeah, so far,
this definitely took me away from Elden Ring DLC right now a little bit. Plus I didn't Elden Ring myself to death so far. I didn't platinum it. I platinum Elden Ring as far as the base game, not including the DLC. But I platinumed Elden Ring. So this is a nice break. So I'm sorry. Go ahead. You was saying something.
Oh no, you good. Like that's pretty much it. But yeah, no, I'm first initial impressions. It's meeting expectations. Again, I just started the game. I'm not super far in. I got a little bit past the opening sequence and a little bit more. But so far, I'm really liking what I'm seeing. So, again, we're going to see just how this plays out. This is the game is huge. Over 100 gigs. So this game is massive. Now, I don't know if it's 100 gigs because the game is going to be a lengthy game. I don't know. I didn't spoil myself to see what the actual runtime of the game is, or if it's because it's just so much detail and so much crispiness in this game that it just needed all them gigs. Whatever you got to do, Wukong, to get the situation done. I'm okay with it. Okay? But, yeah. This might, it might come into the year when we do our list. I'm telling you.
Uh-oh. You calling it?
I'm foreseeing it. I'm not saying it's there, but I'm foreseeing it.
Bruh.
Even though Astrobot still
I'm definitely
Astrobot still
I was about to say, bro, Astrobot, that's dropping next week.
I don't know, man. I'm an Astrobot. I'm gonna get it, but Astrobot bro. I gotta finish this before I start Astrobot. I can't be flip flopping, bro. I got a feeling I got a feeling Astrobot gonna be special out there. I feel like that's gonna be a fun game. But for me, of course, if y'all came through last week, I was like, bro, I need to finish this game because I forgot how fun this game was. Stellar Blade.
I was streaming that for the gaming week last week, man. So shout out to all y'all that came through and watched me. I had some crazy boss fights in there, man. I was just like, it was pretty intimidating, but I got through it though. But I was like, man. But yeah, that's definitely one. That's another backlog that I started playing it like crazy, and then I stopped, and then it's like Elden Ring pretty much took my whole damn summer. But yeah, man, Stellar Blade, bro. Like that's another one. I think we definitely need to go back and you need to go back and play it too. Like, because it was in my mid year. It was in my mid year for a reason. And like, this game is this game is awesome, man. This game, playing it made me realize, was like, okay, yeah, I need to finish this. Diogen even said it. He like, make sure you finish the game, BZ. So I'm like, yes, I need to definitely go back and start finishing this bad boy, because like I said, Elden Ring pretty much took my whole summer. Elden Ring and a little bit of First Descendant, but mostly Elden Ring took my summer of gaming, bro. Since I've been back from my honeymoon in late June, I've been playing Elden Ring and like I said, platinum that bad boy. But look at this though. This man, I forgot how fun this game was, bro. This game was
amazing. Like, and I guess
I was just like, damn.
Like, you don't realize how, like, because like so many good games have been coming out, and we just been overloaded with games. But I'm saying, like, this game right here, I gotta finish this too, because that's on the list.
Yeah,
so this game's gotta get finished. So like, I don't know.
This bad boy, man. This game
after
sweet.
Wukong, or I might try.
Yeah, this shit's so sweet.
I might split my time between this and Wukong because I gotta finish this too.
Mm-hmm.
So we gonna see.
Man. This one is dope, man. This one is dope. So, I gotta finish this bad boy. Playing this, I was like, yeah, this is the one. And also, speaking of, the game that you was talking about earlier, I played. I ended up getting it.
Yeah, you said you was gonna wait my ass. I know you was gonna get it.
Yeah, I was gonna wait. I ended up getting it, man. Black Myth.
This man knew he wanted it from the start.
I streamed a little bit of it Sunday. Yeah, I streamed a little bit on Sunday. I just wanted to get my feet wet or whatever. But of course, I've been playing this some more since I streamed this. But yeah, man, this bad boy. I was like, oh man, this game is dope.
Look at this, bro.
Dope, bro. It got so addictive, bro. Like as you're playing, I'm like, man, this shit getting addictive. And man, this is one boss I was having a hard time on, but I finally beat him though. But not this boss, but it was another boss that I was having a hard time on, but I finally got him. But yeah, man, once you start getting like different abilities and stuff, and then you hook up your skill tree and stuff, man, I already know that this game is gonna have me on a chokehold, bro. I already know, because this shit is so damn dope, and it looks great, man. It sounds great. Like playing with this with my headphones on, it sounds great. So yeah, man, this is crazy. Yeah, Diogen did tell me to show it off more. I'm gonna show it off to her. She probably gonna be like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, man, this joint, it got me, man. And you know what? And to be honest, I'm glad that this is linear. It's more linear. Because playing Elden Ring playing Elden Ring like I was, the open world, because Elden Ring is so freaking big. It's such an open world. So playing the game like this is like, and Stellar Blade was kind of like, okay, cool. It was a nice little breath of fresh air to play.
A little break from the monotony.
Yeah, a little break. Yeah, just from the open worldness of Elden Ring, like to play something linear like Black Myth and Stellar. I'm like, okay, cool. I see myself locking back in these type of games now after after playing Elden Ring for so long. So yeah, this joint looks crazy. Yeah, Diogen made a great point, because we're really jumping into the next gen gaming. Yeah. Typically with every, and you can attest to this, Granddad. Like every generation, when the game first come out, usually that first year and a half is always a little shaky. Like we don't see the full potential of what the system can do for whatever gen, whatever gen year, gen system that we're talking about. Like, but usually by the time we get into year 2, 3, and 4 of the system, we really start seeing the systems, these games and stuff shine with this system. So, with Xbox and this PlayStation, I hope we really about to start seeing like these games, like what these systems can really do, how powerful these systems can be with these games. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm loving it. Like a great point, Diogen, because I've always seen that with, it was like that with PS2. It was like that with PS3. Xbox One, Xbox 360. Like them first couple of years, they getting their feet wet, but then once they get going, we be like, whoa. Like for perfect example, even though this was like the last year of PS3 before PS4 dropped, Look, it was one of the final games to drop on PS3. The first Last of Us. We really saw the full potential of like PS3 when the first Last of Us came out. We was like, holy shit, like damn. And then later on that fall, that's when PS4 came out. But yeah, man, like we always see the full potential of these systems. Once they get going and get the wheels going and stuff. So we getting ready to see this. I think next year, this year, next year, and and beyond 2026. I think we're really about to see some amazing stuff coming out for these games in this current gen of gaming that we got right now. So yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Sticking on the topic of Black Myth Wukong, this game is doing numbers.
Certified diamond.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know that it was doing this crazy numbers already just within the first 3. Like, cause I think, and I wish I should have put that graphic up, but I saw it on Twitter where they had like other like PS exclusive games that like how much they sold and all that stuff. But I think this was 10 million across all platforms, which is Steam and PS5. Am I not mistaken, right?
Still 10 million,
still that's still crazy though. But you know what? And when I was streaming it, I think I was asking like how long they've been kind of promoting this game, and Diogen said it goes back to like I think 2016, 2017. Because I remember they kept showing us like little teasers and stuff, and then they might be quiet for like a whole year. We don't hear nothing from them, and then the next year we might see like, oh shit, like here goes something else. Like they've been teasing this game for a while, and like. I think the fact that it's finally here and it's a good product, I think that's why the numbers, because like you said, me and you, when we first started seeing this, we was like, oh my God, like that shit look like it's gonna be crazy. Like we was hype. I mean, they was teasing this game before PS5 dropped. So yeah, we was hype. We was like, man, is this gonna be on PS4? Is it gonna be on PS5? Like where's this game coming out? We need this game now. So yeah, the fact that is here, like I said, it's a good product. I mean, it was a good product in my opinion. I think it's a good game in my opinion. It's dope. So yeah, it's kind of surprising that it surpassed some of the games that I saw it surpass, but the way that this game was anticipated and the way we was waiting for it is kind of not surprising, but it's dope. 2018. Okay, Diogen said 2018. I said 2016. Yeah. But before PS5. It was before PS5 dropped.
Yeah, it's one of them things where just everything just kind of came together in a natural state and flow of time, and just it's like Diogen said, 2018 is when they first announced this game. So this is like a 6-year-old process from the initial idea of this game, and just seeing over the years it continued to grow and develop. Because when we first heard about this game, it didn't even have a place to come out. It didn't have a public. It had no home to come out on. It was just an idea. But it was built off of the legendary story of Sun Wukong and the allure of that. And it was a Chinese-based, Gamescom is a Chinese-based company, was just trying to, figure this all out. And over the time, they made headway. And when this game finally came out, the hype was so intense because everything we continued to see from this game just kept getting better and better as time went on. So it was kind of like the Cuphead scenario in a way. You remember when Cuphead first got announced? Everybody was kind of hype about it, and it took forever for it to come out. But when it finally came out, people went crazy over it. It became this phenomenon. This is the same sort of thing, but now it's it surpassed Cuphead. 10 million is crazy. And I think also because the game's based in China, China's got such a massive population, and this is China's technically first huge worldwide AAA game that's getting this kind of attention. They're showing out, like Diogen said. They're showing out and they're showing up big. So a lot of those numbers are coming from China, but also it's a worldwide phenomenon. Everybody's talking about this game. The game is being reviewed very, very well. It's doing well on Steam, well on PlayStation. I mean, and when you play it, you see why. It just gives you, it just oozes out it just oozes out character. It's beautiful to look at. Like, even if you're not actually playing the game, you just love just looking at the game and hearing the dialogue between the characters and just the visuals of the bosses and the figures in there and just the land. It's a very well put together game. Even though, games are going to have its little bugs and kinks here and there, which I've heard about. Every game has that. And those will get patched up and fixed. But overall, from first initial impressions, it knocked it out the park from first impressions for me. As far as when I picked up the game, cut it on, and I played it, from just that opening sequence, I was like, yeah, we in for an experience. And that's what I want out of my games, especially games like this, these action RPG, you know, games like the God of Wars and stuff like that. You want to feel like you're in for an experience, not just, okay, I'm going to play a game where I'll go around and I just beat motherfuckers up. Yeah, that's fun to fight and stuff, but I want to make sure that I'm really engaged with every aspect of this game, and I feel like they were able to accomplish that. And the fact that these numbers are so crazy in just 3 days, and if this game continues to do what it's going to do, I mean, I don't see why this game wouldn't hit 15, 20 million in sales by the end of the year or going into next year. Why not? If it's still keeping that momentum, and you know, the Game Awards are around the corner. If this thing starts pulling in awards left and right, Game of the Year awards, all this other stuff, it's just gonna make the numbers go up even crazier. But I'm happy. I'm happy that the game is being received well, because we all thought it was gonna be, it looks pretty, but is it going to be fun, or is it going to be a good game? And now people are saying, yeah, it's backing it up. The looks are being backed up by the experience and the gameplay. Now, there are some people who say that the game isn't all that. They're not a big fan of it. Everybody's going to have their naysayers, and that's fine. You're not going to like every game, but the overwhelming majority is fucking with Wukong, and I'm glad to see it. I'm happy to see it, because I hope now we get more international AAA games to this level from other countries, you know, that we usually don't get, and see where their creative vision comes from, because we wouldn't have gotten a game like this in America. We wouldn't have gotten a game like or as authentic as this, because it doesn't come from us. This is their story in China. This is their lore, and they've translated it so well, and just visually, it's a stunning game. So, I mean, I'm happy with, you know, I'm happy with what we got so far, and it's still early. So, by the time me and you finish this game, and we give our final thoughts, or when it comes to our end of the year list, and we give our full thoughts on this game, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty high up on our list.
I wonder why this game didn't.
Go ahead.
I wonder why this didn't hit on Xbox. I'm kind of curious. I wonder why, you know, it was on Steam for PC, but I wonder why Xbox. I wonder why somebody. I think it would have even crazier numbers.
So I think somebody in the chat said something happened with it was memory leaks that was happening with the game, and Xbox, I guess, they weren't too comfortable with that or yet. So it's coming out on Xbox eventually. So I think they said there was an issue with, they said, and with the PS5 and the Steam versions, that there were said to be memory leaks or whatever it is, or maybe it's just, you know, it didn't pass the game has optimization issues, so it didn't pass on Xbox system too. Okay, so there's optimization issues. So when they tried to run it through Xbox's systems, it just didn't pass. So they got to just keep running it through.
Yeah, because I was wondering, I'm like, man, it probably would have did some crazy numbers if it was on. I think it would have had higher numbers if it was like released on released on Steam, PS5, and Xbox. It probably would have did crazy numbers. At that 10 million probably been more. It'd been more in that 3 days.
Okay, but I'm pretty sure, like I said, we're gonna see it. And guess what? Yeah. Once it does land on Xbox, because especially with the numbers that it's doing and the praise it's getting, I'm pretty sure there's plenty of Xbox fans who say, I gotta get my hand on this game. The Xbox player, most likely, well, not everybody has a gaming PC, so you still gotta wait. So yeah, we still got that whole subsection. What they better not try to do, and I'm telling you this right now, don't you dare bring this shit to Nintendo. Don't you dare try to bring this shit to Nintendo. Don't you think about it. Don't you even think about it. I'm not trying to see I'm not trying to see that abomination.
How you think it's gonna look?
Nah, bro. Bro, come on now. Don't even think of it. Don't even put that. I shouldn't even say nothing. Now it's in the atmosphere. God damn it.
What? I was just there. How you think it's gonna look like?
If we see a Nintendo Direct and they say, coming to Nintendo Switch, Black Myth Wukong, hell to the don't you even.
He said, "Don't you even." I think it might. You never know. It might be fire, bro.
I'm not trying to see PSP version Wukong, bro. This game is visually so good. I'm not trying to get that. I'm not trying to have that experience right now. I'm not trying to get mad at Nintendo. Okay, they can just sit this one out. You don't need this. This ain't for you. Maybe when Switch 2 drops and if it's got some power on it, if Switch 2 got some juice on it, or the next Nintendo system got a little juice in it, maybe. But don't you dare bring this to Switch.
It might be fire, bro.
Nah, bro.
You never know. It might be fire.
Look, if I want to play this on handheld, I'll get a Steam Deck. Steam Deck you can play this on Steam Deck anyway. So that's your handheld experience for Wukong if you want to play Wukong. And I'm gonna leave it at that. What else we're gonna leave it at?
Lord.
Is we gonna leave it at the fact that my man, we gonna real quick with this one. My man Terry, come on Terry.
That's your homie. I told you that's your homie, man.
Terry, I rock with Terry, even though. So Terry is in Street Fighter 6, y'all. His gameplay trailer dropped. Even though I'm not a fan of how much they let this boy whoop on Ken, they could have picked somebody else. I see why. But they had to let him.
You gotta display him, man.
Nah, it's all these other characters, and you decide to whoop on Ken because he the other blind nigga who fights. I don't know. That seems a little, But look, Terry looks good though. I'm loving the fit. They got the classic Fatal Fury fit. He's got all the characteristics and all the mannerisms that you would expect from Terry.
But he was like the Ken of Fatal Fury though.
I know. I get it. I see why. I get the vision. Okay, but what I'm saying, as a Ken diehard, as the one who's always been riding out with Ken, I don't appreciate him getting beat up as much as he got beat up in this trailer. But I will say this: I'm loving the attacks. Let's see. Look at this. Just he ain't even getting. They ain't even let Ken get a hit. Not one hit. Not look at him. Look.
What you got?
No, bro. They let my man get
show what the man can show.
My man getting folded, bro. Come on, look at this, bro. This is disrespectful. Let this man get one punch. Not a goddamn finger was laid on this man. Look at this. Look. But I will say the Vero waves is looking good. The kicks is on point. The moveset is there for Terry. They got the moveset down. I mean, at the expense of Ken. I mean, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
He said at the expense of Ken.
Look what they did to my boy. They massacred my boy. Let
him cook.
Now they gonna show Luke. It's cool, but I also like the different fits though. The different fits is cool, but no, I gotta try Terry, y'all. He look clean.
I know you will.
He look clean here, and he fits so perfectly in the Street Fighter universe. Like, if you couldn't tell me no difference, Terry would have just been an original Street Fighter character. He could have always been. So we finally got the classic matchup, Terry versus Ken. But like, Terry is gonna fit in so well with just the play style. Look at him. His super moves are on point. Everything is this is just like for him. Now, the question is, are we going to get more Fatal Fury characters, or are they going to just stop at Terry? I don't know. But this is a good start. I like it. How you feel about it, B? How you feel about Terry?
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense because it's funny seeing that when I saw you posted it, I'm like, damn, wasn't he in our icon characters? Remember I had the fighting icon characters bracket? Like, yep. He was, I think he ended up going against, did he end up going against Ken?
You put him against Ken.
I gotta relook at that.
You put him against Ken.
Yeah, I did.
Trying to be funny.
When I saw the trailer, I was like, ha 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 ha. That's funny. Like, they showed them two fighting each other, but no, I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, he was like the Ken of his game, of his gaming for Fatal Fury, you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense for them to put him on there. Fatal Fury, I ain't gonna say they were really similar, but just the way the character art on that game, I think is kind of similar to so that makes sense that he's on there. So yeah, Terry, Ken, he had a pretty cool little move package right there. I mean, like I said, if someone was a diehard Street Fighter fan, I would definitely play, try him out because he seemed like he can be OP once you know how to use him properly. So, but yeah, no, I'm cool. I'm happy you got Terry on there, man.
Yeah,
Terry,
it's a great addition to
Terry.
I say Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6 is going down in history as one of the greatest Street Fighters ever.
Is it anybody like
on point?
Is it anybody else you can see them like kind of adding, like that's not originally in the Street Fighter world, but bring?
Oh, outside of from the outside?
Yeah, like how they did Fatal Fury.
Yeah.
Like how they did Fatal.
I mean, they
brought Terry in from Fatal. Is anybody that you would like to see like from the?
They've done the Tekken crossover before, but I don't mind them doing another one with Street Fighter 6. So bring in somebody from Tekken. You can do that. That's my next best is Tekken, or somebody from SNK. SNK because you got because the Capcom versus SNK, or if for our Marvel vs. Capcom fans, I wouldn't mind seeing some Marvel characters being implemented.
Some Marvel characters
that would be fire too.
If they bring in some SNK, if they bring in some SNK and some Marvel characters, then like you said, yeah, Street Fighter 6, they going for the gusto if they do all that.
Right.
Just for fan service. They doing that for great fan service. Bro, can you imagine they bring in I'm trying to think who would you like to see from Marvel that they probably bring in?
Oh man, it's so many. I mean, because then if you do that, you
gotta have what?
I don't know. It's so many, bro. It's so many.
What about somebody from Capcom? Like, what if they bring somebody from Capcom, like Dante or somebody like that?
Yeah, Dante would be good. Or I mean, let's see. I mean, Dante's a good pick. When I'm trying to think of somebody who would fit in, like really, really good, that doesn't have like a lot of superpowers or a lot of like super abilities, because they got to be like kind of like even playing field. I don't know. I have to think. I think, you know what? Honestly, I think like Leon or Chris, like as you know, they could fit in there really well. You know, from Resident Evil.
Leon or Chris, they could be kept.
I'm trying to think who else other than like Dante. Yeah, I couldn't think. You know, without it being some kind of goofy character. But speaking of like SNK and all that other stuff, they actually also Capcom released a Capcom Fighting Collection 2. They got an announcement trailer that came out today, actually. So I'm going to show that too, and that's a collection of all these really dope Capcom games, Capcom fighting games. So you know, Street Fighter versus SNK. Let's see, what do we got? Like, you know, I got it right here on the screen. So they just dropped this thing. So there's 8 games. This just came out today. And you know, we got Capcom versus SNK, Millennium 2000. You know, Capcom versus SNK 2. That's up in this thing. Look. So Power Stone. So maybe somebody from Power Stone would be good too. I didn't think about that. Power Stone.
Oh yeah,
bringing in a character from Power Stone would be great as well. For Project Justice. Okay, so look, you see all these characters. Street Fighter Alpha 3. Ooh, classic. So look, this is a good little collection. Capcom Fighting Evolution. This is a great collection actually. So Plasma Sword. Look at it. Look. Okay, so look, they can just stay within this realm.
Some of these characters. Yeah.
So you know, Art Gallery.
Yeah, they can. They can.
Great looking collection. Also for the Marvel, they said Iron Fist would be good. Luke Cage would be good. Yeah, Black Panther. Yeah, that's a lot of great options. So, I'm looking forward to seeing more of what's in store for Street Fighter 6. But so far, it's so good. But yeah, with Terry being in the game, it's only going up from here. So yeah, and shout out to Capcom for feeding the streets with the Fighting Collection 2 coming out. They doing big things over at Capcom. But love what I'm seeing from Capcom.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No, they doing it.
Speaking of doing big things, you know, my man Sonic is doing big things. He said, "Fuck a big 3, nigga. Nah, keep the big 3 and me, because Sonic 3 trailer dropped today. My nigga, we back
today.
Shadow is in this thing. Keanu Reeves is in this thing as Shadow. We got my man Knuckles back. Idris Elba. Everybody, look. Let me fire this thing on up. Let me tell you right now.
I want to make a confession.
Go ahead.
I want to make a confession.
I'm playing this trailer. This is the trailer, y'all, that just dropped today. Go ahead. What you got to say, B?
So, I haven't played Sonic any further than Sonic and Knuckles. So, like, I played Sonic, the first one, Sonic Hedgehog, right. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and then Sonic and Knuckles.
Right.
And then that was pretty much it. That's the furthest I got in the Sonic game universe.
Yeah.
So I've never experienced Shadow.
So you don't know nothing about Shadow.
I'm familiar with him. Like, I know him. I've heard of him. I've seen him. You know, I never experienced him. Never see how he was
So Shadow.
No, Christian, it was just Sonic 1, 2, and Sonic and Knuckles, and that was it. I didn't even play Sonic 3.
So quick story. So Shadow was introduced in the Sonic Adventure series. The Sonic Adventure series was sort of like where Shadow was a game. So basically, Shadow is another hedgehog, and he was created by Dr. Robotnik's father, Gerald. And he was supposed to be like the super weapon, but then he ended up, falling in love. I say falling in love, but having this really like strong connection with Maria, which is his daughter. And basically, long story short, like Maria, tragedy happens. Shadow kind of like loses it, and he ends up kind of like, just his life is surrounded by just pain and loss and all this and evil and just all this stuff. So he's sort of like this conflicted character, sort of like the complete opposite of what Sonic is. Everything that Sonic stands for, Shadow is pretty much the complete antithesis of that. So them coming together in this movie is really, really dope, because you're going to probably see his lore, but also you're going to see just kind of like how he just melds in this world. And it's going to be interesting to see how Keanu Reeves like brings his character to life. But you also see in the trailer, Jim Carrey's back as Robotnik, who's super down bad after losing to Sonic twice in a row. But now he's back, to actually, and it seems like in this trailer, to help Sonic stop Shadow, because Shadow was sort of being a menace and they need to come together to stop this, because from what they know is Shadow has pretty much been under wraps and sort of like this hidden secret for a long time. Now that he's out and causing havoc, they got to figure out a way to stop him. So they're bringing out all the big guns. But man, this looks amazing. They got him doing the Akira side. They got all the fan service. They got Shadow's bike. They got him doing the Doom moves. Everything is here. Everything is here. So
yeah, I peeped the Akira little homage in the trailer too, when Shadow was spinning out on his motorcycle or whatever. I'm like, man, Akira, that's just one of the most influential damn anime movies forever. But I'm excited for it. I think we haven't really been disappointed with a lot of these Sonic movies, man. These Sonic movies have been pretty solid.
I think they're gonna go 3 for 3.
These Sonic movies have been pretty solid. So,
man, like they just keep stepping it up with these, and I'm surprised that it's coming out so it's coming out the end of this year. Like, I don't know, when did the last one came out last year, right? Did it?
I think it was like 2022.
Really?
I think it was 2022. It seemed like it seemed like it was so recent. Yeah.
You know what it was? It's because the Knuckles show happened recently, so that was a little buffer. So it feels a lot sooner.
That's why
it feels a lot sooner. But no,
we did.
I'm there.
We got the 6 episode Knuckles show. Yeah,
my butt is going to be 2 years ago. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, my butt is going to be in that theater seat on Boxing Day, because it's going to come out on the 20th of December. I'm going, bringing my kid. We're going to sit there. We're going to watch Shadow put the hands on all them niggas, and then eventually we know what's going to happen. But it's going to be a good time. And I don't know, we might get some other cameos. We could see Amy, maybe. Maybe we can see Rouge, because there's a whole bunch of other characters we don't know. And I've heard that Shadow might get his own spin-off show from this too, like Knuckles did. It's possible. We don't know. So we don't know how deep. We don't know how deep they're going to go with the Sonic movie origin or lore. We don't know if this is going to be the final Sonic movie, and they're going to kind of go into other things, or if they're just going to keep these things churning out at this rate. I mean, they got plenty of source material and stories, but I don't know if they're going to cap it off at 3. But if they do and they tell the story well, I'll be happy with the 3 movies we got for sure. So, yeah.
So in the gaming world, the Shadow end up becoming good, like eventually, or
he turns a corner. And they sort of kind of like tolerate each other. I wouldn't say good. Okay, if it's I don't know how much of a Dragon Ball Z fan you are, but it's kind of like how Vegeta started off really evil, and then eventually he became an ally. But it took a slow, but he still got his ways about him. That's kind of like how things go with Shadow, in a way.
Okay.
He's an anti-hero. There you go. He becomes more of an anti-hero. Yeah. Because, that's kind of how it is. So it's one of them situations. But no, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to seeing it. So, that was a great trailer. And they just knocking it out the park. Like, it's crazy to see how much they utterly fumbled this process in the beginning with a Sonic movie, with how Sonic looked, and the trailer was just god awful, and how they turned this shit around. Gave us a great first. Man, it's amazing how they turned this thing around, bro. And now, all these years later, we looking at a third movie, and it's at a trailer that's just top tier, just flame. Shout out to the Sonic team. Shout out to Sega. Giving the people what they want.
Bruh.
Shout out to Sega. Doing the right thing for the people.
Bruh.
Love to see it.
But Granddad, speaking of stuff that's fired, that secret level trailer that's dropping on Prime Video, and see, I'm already a huge fan of Love, Death, and Robots. So I don't know if y'all checked that out before. Y'all watched that on Netflix. Love, Death. I think they own 3 seasons now. But Love, Death, and Robots, bruh. That's when I love watching that shit. Like sometimes when it ain't nothing to watch, I be like, man, what I'm gonna watch? I can always just pop on Love, Death, and Robots. I even got my wife watching it. But when I saw, the creative minds behind that, Secret Level it's gonna be 15 episodes of our most celebrated games. You got Mega Man, you got God of War, you got Dungeons and Dragons, you got Sifu.
Bro.
Yep. You got Armor Core, you got Crossfire, you got Exodus, Honor of Kings, Warhammer 40,000. Man, like this shit looks crazy, bro.
Man,
like
I cannot wait to see this, man. This is gonna be an amazing. Like this is a super smart idea. Like, I'm surprised nobody's done this before. But the fact that they decided, okay, we're gonna make an anthology series of all these different iconic video games and just put it all into one show. Bro, I'm sold. I'm there.
Man,
I'm already there.
And if I'm mistaken, I want to say like 2 or 3 of these games are not even like out yet. So the fact that they doing episodes on the Pac-Man. I forgot to mention Pac-Man. Yeah. So the fact that they doing episodes on some of these games that haven't came out yet, maybe it might be something for us to like, hey man, what's this? What's this game that they're doing? I might have to check that out when that come out or whatever. So yeah. I only thing, and this I love Death and Robots. Only thing I hate about it is that these episodes be like 12 minutes, 15 minutes. I wish that they make these episodes. So Love, Death, and Robots. I wish they make them longer.
So that's the thing I was going to ask next. How long are these episodes going to be? Are they going to be like an hour, 30 minutes? I hope they better be like 10 minutes long. At least give us a 30-minute episode. Yeah, at least 30 minutes.
I hope they don't be like Love, Death, and Robots. I hope they don't be like Love, Death, and Robots where it's like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh man, this is getting good. And tell you, I love Death and Robots, man. That's like one of my favorite series, man. I love it. That's the joint.
No, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. That's a great idea. So that's coming out also in December. December's gonna be big. A lot of dope stuff is still dropping in December. So they're gonna end 2024 very strong when it comes to visual media for gaming, like the movies and the series and stuff like that. We're getting some good stuff at the tail end of the year.
Video game awards and stuff.
Video game awards, and Lord knows what kind of trailers and announcements we're gonna get with that for 2025. So we eating in December. It's gonna be Santa Claus is gonna deliver for sure.
Yeah.
But before the Game Awards announcements, we had some other announcements coming from Gamescom. Gamescom happened this past week or two ago, and they had announced some pretty significant games and titles. So, B, is there any games that got announced on Gamescom that you were looking forward to, or that you said, "Oh, I gotta try that for sure"? So let me know and we'll pull it up.
Yeah. Borderlands 4, of course. I mean, they didn't show no game. They didn't show gameplay or anything like that. They just gave us like a little teaser. But I mean, Borderlands 4. I mean, that's just a given. Right. Okay, so another confession. So this just shows you how long my backlog is. So when I saw the trailer for this, I was like, man, I still haven't even finished the second game. So Dying Light the Beast. I don't know if this is like an official third game, a spin-off game, but they showed the trailer for Dying Light the Beast. And like I said, I don't know if it's a DLC or expansion from the second game.
I'm trying to play it, but my bad.
I purchased.
Hold on, give me a second. I'm trying to play the clips, and then I can him these goddamn ads. Okay, go ahead. Continue. You're good.
All right. Yeah, I'm saying Dying Light the Beast. I don't know if it's an expansion from the second game or is it just a whole nother spin-off game or a game within itself, but I still haven't played I started the second one. I think I started like the first because I was playing with G and I played like maybe the first hour of it, but I never finished it. I played and finished the first one and the DLC, the expansion for that one, but I didn't finish Dying Light 2. So yeah, man, when I saw that, I was like, okay, Dying Light, that's one. Even though it's not in this trailer, it's not in this video clip that you sent me. Yeah. But man, they showed some more footage. They showed some more footage of Path to Exile 2. And the beta's dropping, I think, in November. I cannot wait for that. Oh my god, Path Exile 2 is gonna be so good. They were showing like boss fights and stuff, and then boss designs. That's what they were showing. They were showing that. Another one. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead.
No. So going back to just to touch on the two games you talked about first. So Borderlands 4, I'm hyped for that too. I mean, they need something, especially after that movie flop. So hopefully this game makes up for that. I'm pretty sure it will. And the new Dying Light, confession, I have not started Dying Light 2. It's been sitting on my PS5 forever. And I have not fired that motherfucker up. And I don't think I am. I might eventually, especially if this game is coming out. But for some reason, I just didn't go to Dying Light 2. Even though I had it pre-saved and everything like that. So, but this might be a reason to do that. But go ahead. What was your next one you wanted to mention?
Next one, let me see on this list. Next one that I was like really interested in was, where is it at? I'm looking. It was something else. I'm kind of interested in this Indiana Jones. I know it was funny. It was a little bit, a smidget. The nostalgia in me. You know, the nostalgia in me kind of got me a little bit. It got me. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, now I'm not saying it's gonna be a day. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a day one, nothing like that. But I was like, damn, this shit looks kind of good. You know, throwback with the music. You know, you got the young. You know, of course they got the young Harrison for it. So yeah, it was nostalgia because I like the Indiana Jones movies in the '80s when I was a kid. So nostalgia got me with that one. I ain't gonna lie, nostalgia definitely got me with the Indiana Jones. It was clips that was going. Go ahead. What you about to say?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying it was clips that was going by that was so funny that like people thought it was going to be an Xbox exclusive game. So, you know, they were showing people react like Xbox, like, you know, I guess Xbox fanboys that was like excited, like, yes, I knew it was coming to Xbox. I knew it. And then the guy would be like, and then we got another announcement. And then it'd be like coming to PS5 in like January of 2025 or something like that. I'm probably getting the dates wrong, but then they all upset. Oh, they just shot themselves in the foot. Why they want to release this? That they stupid. They stupid for releasing this on everywhere and da 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 da. So, that was funny. They were showing people reactions of the Indiana Jones because that was like a big deal. That was like a big deal. So, like I said, nostalgia kind of got me. It got me with that one. I'm not gonna lie. It was another game. It wasn't a part of that trailer.
But I got what you got. So I'm looking forward to this one because I love this series. Mafia, the old country. Woo, Mafia back, y'all. I fuck with the Mafia series heavy. I love the remake that they did. I actually streamed that when it came out. A lot of fun with that stream when I played the whole game on my stream on my channel. But I love that they're going back to Italy and taking it back to the old country. I cannot wait to see what happens with that game because I feel like Mafia is a great it's a great series. I think it's not talked about much. So definitely gonna be looking forward to that. Also, another game that interested me. Let me see if I find it. Hold on. All these goddamn clips. Hold on. Not that one game. Hold on. Here we go. Even though I've been hearing about this game, and the more I'm seeing it, the more I'm kind of interested about it. I still don't know if I'm fully sold on it, but Marvel Rivals, it's sort of like the Overwatch style Marvel game, but it's sort of kind of like a little bit interesting to me. I like how fast paced it is. Again, I love the variety of how the rosters are and stuff like that. It seems like it's a very chaotic, crazy, fun time to play with. If you're playing with a lot of different people, you got squads and whatnot. So I feel like this game might end up being a lot more fun than it's leading on. So I don't say I'm gonna get it when it first on day one or stuff like that, but I might keep my eye on it and just kind of see. Look at Dr. Doom over there, looking crazy. But no, it's dope. It's interesting.
Another game that I'm definitely looking forward to playing is Metal Gear Solid 3, the remake that's supposed to be dropping, I think this fall, if not, I think first quarter of next year. But that's another one where I was like, bruh, I gotta have it. I won't. I will. How you be saying? I want you. I want it. Like I want it.
And I
want that game, bro. I like it and I want it. I like it and I want it. You know, other game that kind of gave me Gears of War vibes.
What?
That Warhammer 4000 Space Marine 2. Did you catch a trailer of that? Nah. Check it out. Like watch it and let me know. It definitely gives me Gears of War vibes.
Warhammer. It looked like it. Space Marine 2 said.
Yep, I've never played the Warhammer games, but this particular one, this new one, it just gives me Gears of War vibes for some reason, and it looks pretty dope. Looks pretty dope, man. I'm like, oh, okay, I might have to go ahead and try that one. But I think that was the games that interest me the most that I saw during the Gamescom was a lot of those. Like I said, I can't front that Indiana Jones one. That joint definitely got me for nostalgia. It got me. The 80s baby in me, it got me. So I was just like, bruh. Like, yeah, I used to watch them damn Indiana Jones movies when I was a kid, man. That's literally my childhood right there, all that stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty much
a lot of, and again, they also announced the secret levels show. So yeah, they announced a lot of stuff on Gamescom, so you can go and watch. I'm pretty sure it's all over the internet, so you can watch any other recaps and the other trailers and games. But yeah, we're getting into that season now where we're going to start getting these big showcases and festivals coming up, and like I said, the Game Awards are right around the corner at the end of the year, and we're starting to finally see what we're going to be looking forward to tail end of the year going into 2025, which is also shaping up to be a great game. There's another game that I'm going to show a clip of too that I'm very interested in. And it's because it reminds me of Cuphead. It's called Mouse P.I. for Hire. This came out with a trailer as well. And I think this comes out maybe next year, but this is like a first person shooter, 1950s style, like it's like I'm gonna show you. But this game, I know I'm gonna get this game, but like I kind of figured like what is this game gonna be kind of like? Because I don't know. Cuphead, I think, opened the door to a lot of stuff now, to a new art style.
Yeah. And
now, if you look at this now, we're getting this.
I'm looking at it now.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. Just the style of it. You're playing as these different mice, but it's like it's got a gore factor to it. It's still, I mean, it's in black and white, so it doesn't. But even still, it's like you're still blowing holes in people's chests and burning them and putting Tommy guns, all these different interesting.
And the first person, huh?
And it's first person. So that's like an interesting way to do a first person shooter. Because me, I'm not huge on first person shooter games unless they got some sort of character or unique appeal to it. So this is up my alley because this is different. It's first person, but it's different. And you can wishlist it on Steam. So I think it's going to just start off on Steam for now. But by the time it comes out, I can see it being on other platforms and whatnot. If not, I'll cop it on Steam. But that's one that I'm looking forward to too. So hopefully we see more on that going into the end of the year. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all. That's all I got. That's all I got. But yeah, we gonna be
okay. Yeah,
the buffet is getting set.
It's getting set, bro. It's definitely getting set, and we definitely. And I mean, even in this fourth quarter, I think we're gonna be eating with some good gamings, man. Like I said, that Astrobot is dropping.
Oh yeah,
Space Marine 2. It's a lot of joints that's gonna be dropping there. I'm like, man, I'm looking forward to it. So it's gonna be. Is on and popping. What you think about that? I mean, I have been seeing mixed reviews about it. It's like an open world, the Star Wars Outlaws, the little open world joint that's supposed to be dropping, I think next week or this week.
I haven't really paid much attention to it. I've heard about it, but I haven't really been checking for it like that because I'm not super big into Star Wars. Mm-hmm. Like you just saw how long it took me to get the Jedi Fallen Order series and stuff. Like with Star Wars.
Did you ever finish playing those?
I finished the first one and then I have not. I think I started the other one and I just had, like it's like on the backlog. It's another one on the backlog, and it's fucked up too because I like the first one. I fucked up and I messed up and I realized how great that game is. So I know the other one is fire, bro. It's too many games out here, bro. That's what it is. It's too many games. Not enough time. It's a lot. Too many games, not enough time.
Yeah, it's a lot. That's why the backlog be crazy, man. Because it's like, man, there's so many damn games out here we still got to play.
Yeah, somebody need to pay us to play video games like full time.
I know, right?
I'm gonna start a GoFundMe. Start a GoFundMe. Pay our way so we can play.
Bruh, that shit crazy. That shit is like,
so
wow.
many games. So many games. But no, we love to see it. It's good to see that the gaming, as far as the amount of games that we have to our disposal, is very plentiful. A lot of great games have been coming out, a lot more in store, and I mean, it's shaping up to be a great year. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got for part one, y'all. Like I said, we talked about the Gamescom recap, a couple games that were announced that we're looking forward to, as well as the Sonic 3 trailer that dropped today. That looks phenomenal. Can't wait for that to come out December 20th of 2024 this year. Also, secret levels. Yeah, the Amazon Prime anthology series based on all these great different game franchises that's coming out in December as well, December 10th, I believe. We also talked a little bit about Black Myth Wukong, the game that's taken over. It's a 10 million, 10 certified diamond in the streets already.
And counting, 10 million and counting.
10 million is still counting. Go up from here. So if you ain't on Black Myth Wukong, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life? Everybody on that Wukong. Come on now. Yeah. And we also talked about my boy Terry. Come on, Terry. Up in here in Street Fighter 6. Doing the thing, beating up my boy Ken. I still don't appreciate how much they let that man beat up on Ken like that. He didn't get one punch, not one. And some other games that we talked about as well. But yeah, we're gonna wrap on part one, and we're gonna get into part two. Now, part two, y'all, if you remember last episode, we did a tier list of the video game movies, and it went horribly one-sided. A lot of big trash. So we figured we're going to try this again.
Yeah, it was a lot of big trash, bro. A lot of big trash.
So we're going to try this again, but this time we're going to do series. So we have another tier list for video games turned into TV shows / series. And we kind of went across the board, past and present. And we're going to see if we can get a little bit more of a respectable list this time around. So that's what we're going to do in part two. But for those who are watching part one, that's going to wrap it up. I'll let you wrap it. You know how to do it. I'm chill. Go ahead.
Yes. As always, man, thank you guys for listening for part one. You know, if you watching us live, you know, you about to get the whole gamut in this whole time. But for those that's brave, you get your podcast. This is the end of part one. We will see y'all next week for part two. So be sure to tune in as we do our another tier list of games turned into TV shows. So check us out then. See ya. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.